We'll move to how do we use mass spec in either identifying or characterizing or quantifying these various attributes. So, since we are at this point talking about mass spectrometry, I'll give you a brief about mass spectrometry. One slide introduction. I'm sure you heard a lot about this in the last few days. So, mass spectrometry basically is a tool wherein you take a molecule and then put it in the mass spectrometer where it gets ionized, either using a MALDI, which is a matrix assisted laser disruption ionization, or electrospray ionization. These are the two commonly used soft ionization techniques for proteins and glycoproteins. Once it is ionized, gets charge on the molecule, and that gets detected as a peak, and which gives you mass by charge. Based on the charge and the mass by charge, one can arrive at after deconvolution of the mass spectrum, we can know the mass of a protein or the molecular weight, in a way to speak. These molecular weights are average molecular weight that we report in the mass spectrometers. Whereas if you select a molecule and then give a little bit of activation, what we call the collisional activation, these molecules tend to absorb energy and collide with each other, and because of this physical nature, they fragment into different pieces. These are the polypeptides which have a tendency to break, and these are more of our peptide bond dependence. Depend on these cleavages are depending on the nature of the molecule or the amino acid that's involved in the peptide itself. Then each of the peptides can be seen in the mass spectrum as obtained it. So the way we do or come up with a sequence of this final molecule is by like a puzzle. You have different pieces of a puzzle. You just need to put together to make a sense out of this, whether this satisfies all the conditions. Or one can also generate a theoretical MS spectrum and then compare and see whether is it matching with the expected profile or the expected masses of a peptide or a protein in this case. So we use both MS as well as MS techniques, what we call the tandem mass spectrometry techniques, for identification and characterization of various quality attributes.